What if life isn't something that gives out, but something you tear apart, driven by a whisper in your chest that says, "This isn't working"? That was me. No 5-year plan, no next step. Just the overwhelming urge to leave it all, the job, the lease, the comfort, the certainty. Everyone thought I was having a breakdown, but I was actually waking up. I was afraid of staying stuck more than anything, so I listened. Not to logic, not to spreadsheets or pros and cons lists, but to myself, to that silent knowing that said, go. This was my gut feeling reset button. No map, just movement. No guarantee, just trust. Everyone talks about goals, strategy, vision boards, but true reinvention isn't accompanied by clarity. It comes with chaos. The real adventure begins when you have the courage to start without knowing where you'll end up. I sold my car, my symbol of stability. I cancelled my gym membership, the anchor that bound me to a routine I no longer believed in. I stuffed what I could into a suitcase, not because I had a destination, but because I was ready to stop pretending I was okay. That's what trusting your intuition really means. It's not about being sure, it's about being honest. Mornings felt like walking into fog. No answers, no direction, just me, and the echoing buzz of uncertainty. But that stillness felt like an invitation. Find yourself here. In the waiting, in the wandering, in the wild emptiness that follows a self-inflicted collapse. There's power in not knowing what to fear. It humbles you, strips you down, and rebuilds you with fewer lies. I began to embrace discomfort. Nights of tangled excitement and anxiety, afternoons spent crying on park benches, not mourning what I'd lost, but what I'd never tried. Not every morning made me want to leap up. Some days I regretted it all, but gradually freedom took root in the crevices. I started breathing deeper, sleeping more soundly, laughing without reason. I felt alive. Leap of faith restarts are never graceful. They're not Instagram-worthy. They're messy, raw, real, but they're yours, born of your own boldness. Just lived with heart. What I discovered is that spontaneous transformation doesn't come from figuring it all out. It comes from moving before you're ready, from saying yes before fear convinces you to stay. I stopped waiting for permission, stopped asking for signs, began showing up on a train to a new city, in a rented room furnished with thrift store treasures, at a cafe where I became a regular before I even ordered coffee. One decision at a time, I rebuilt. A new city, a new rhythm, a new me, less polished, more present. I said yes to strangers who became guides, to detours that taught me patience, to fleeting moments of joy I'd never have chosen, but now wouldn't trade. This is how life reinvention actually happens, by not knowing, not planning, by feeling your way through the dark, and then realizing you are the light. If you're standing on the ledge, afraid to jump, afraid to let go, afraid to move without a map, here's the truth. You don't need the whole picture. You just need one brave breath. That whisper in your chest. Listen, that itch in your soul. It means something. Because some of the most beautiful things you'll ever experience won't come from a perfect plan, but from the messy beauty of a gut-feeling reset. Once I stopped clinging to what I thought I needed, I found what I'd always been searching for: courage, clarity, connection, to myself and to the world around me. Now each morning I wake not with dread, but with possibility. My heart still races, but it beats with purpose. So begin again, even if it makes no sense, even if no one understands, even if you don't know where it leads. Because freedom doesn't always come in certainty. Sometimes it arrives when you finally let go. If this video spoke to you, hit like, subscribe to Raw Begin for more stories of courageous beginnings, and share with someone who needs the bravery to trust their gut. Your next chapter might be waiting on the other side of that leap.